The warmer weather is great for enjoying the outdoors, and for anglers, it is the perfect time to catch largemouth bass. And continuing our series on fishing here on the News at 4, Jordan Rodriguez joins us. Thank you so much for being here. Again, another week, new week. But just to kick things off, what are this type of fish?
Yeah, so largemouth bass is one of the most popular species. It's called America's favorite game fish. They're in tournaments, popular tournament series. A lot of that revolves around bass fishing. So they're just a super exciting and sporty fish. You know, they jump and do these head shakes, and it's really exciting to fish for them. So very popular, and we have a lot of good bass fishing here locally as well. Do
beginners usually tend to fish for these?
You totally can. Yeah, they're not, particularly a difficult fish to catch, especially in the warm summer months. They like warm water and warm temperatures. So summer months, spring through early fall is really the prime time. So we're like right in it right now where they're happy and they're feeding. And it's a great time to catch them.
Really exciting. All right, well, for those that want to go out there and try to catch one, what do they eat?
So the short answer is they eat anything that fits in their mouth. And as the name would suggest, it's a pretty big mouth. So a lot of stuff goes in there. Smaller fish, grasshoppers, insects, crayfish are a very popular menu item. And then also they can get into some larger things that many people might not think of as fish food. So frogs, mice, even ducklings. There'd be 6 baby ducklings following mama, and then there's a splash, and all of a sudden there's only 5. So a lot of things fit in that mouth, and so it's all on the menu. They're definitely an aggressive predator.
My heart.
I know, a little bit sad.
What type of environment are they usually in?
Yeah, so one of the things, especially for a beginner angler, that they might not think to try when you're fishing for largemouth is like the weeds and the moss and like the flooded trees and bushes, those areas. You might think, well, I don't want to fish there because my hooks and things will get caught up in there. But that is like prime largemouth bass habitat. They're an ambush predator, so they like to hide somewhere and then jump out, and grab their prey. That's how they feed. So there's a lot of bass stuff is what's called weedless. So there's like protections over the hook point so that you can actually throw in there and not get snagged up. So that's definitely key when you're bass fishing. Into the uglier it looks is actually more likely to hold bass.
Is there a certain rule? I mean, do they have to be a certain size to be able to catch them?
Yeah, that's a great question. So generally speaking, they need to be at least 12 inches to keep. But there are a lot of kind of nuances around that. Some places you can't keep them at all, or it's closed for a certain season to protect the spawn. So definitely check that Fish and Game website and know what the rules are. And what some people may not know, it takes a long time in our climate to grow a big largemouth bass, up to a decade.
Wow.
And these fish can live into their teens in some cases. So if you catch a really big one, I always like to encourage people to release that fish because it's not a resource that can be replaced like next year or the year after. It's going to take like a decade to grow another fish that big. So on the big ones, I always like to encourage people to let them go.
Well, thank you so much for all that helpful information. Of course, there's going to be more tips here. You can head on over to our website at ktvb.com. We'll be right back after this.